Hey, boys and girls. It's time for us to have another Bible story. So I've got my Busy Bee Alphabet Bible Storybook, and let's see what letter we're on today. A is for ark, B is for blind, C is for children, and D is for Daniel. E is for Easter, F is for fish and follow. G is for Goliath, and remember Goliath was a giant. And H is for healed. I is for Isaac. J is for Jonah. K is for king, and L is for lunch. M is for Moses. N is for Naaman. O is for one, and P is for paralyzed. Q is for Queen Esther. R is for ravens. S is for Samaritan, and T is for 10 Commandments. U is for unbelievable. V is for victory. W is for wise men, and X is for Xerxes. And now today we have Y is for younger son. Well, Jesus told a story about a patient father. This story is about a man who had 2 sons. The younger son asked his father for the money that he would one day inherit, and so the father gave the son what he wanted. Well, pretty soon after that, the younger son took all of his money and he went into another country. He spent all the money on parties and buying things for his friends and buying expensive clothes. And after his money was all gone, there was a famine. A famine is when there's not food for people to eat. And there was no food for him to eat. And none of his friends would help him. They were only his friends when he had money. And the only work that he could find was feeding pigs. And he was so hungry that he wanted to eat the food that the pigs were eating. Finally, the son realized what he needed to do. He decided to go back to his home and ask his father if he could be hired as one of his father's servants. And when the son was still very far away, his father saw him, and his father ran to him and threw his arms around him. And the son said, "Father, I was wrong. I am not good enough to be called your son." But the father called to his servants, "Bring new clothes for my son." He said, "Get ready for a party. My son has come home." And just like this younger son, God is always loving you, and he will never, ever stop loving you, and he always wants you to come to him.